Hello guys, and welcome back to another video with Coloring with Haley. Today's color and chat is going to be a little different. As you can see here, the package that I said I ordered came in finally. It came in on Tuesday, so I have been waiting for time to sit down and film. Hold on, the zipper is stuck on something on the inside. There we go. And the package is the 120 set of Ohuhu markers. And now I don't know what this is for. Oh. Okay. This clear thing, it says to put it between sheets of paper to prevent bleed through, so it's neat. I haven't even swatched these out or anything. I figured I would do that on camera. In the package was a little card that looks like this, and these are supposed to be all the colors. And it does say somewhere on this little card, yeah, right here, it does say that if any of the markers are dry or the pen's bleeding or you have duplicates of a color, then I can contact them for a replacement. I've been wanting to buy these for a while. These are the Ohuhu, I believe is how you'd pronounce it, series, which come with a chisel tip and a fine tip. And I'm excited to swatch them. It also came with the little boards to swatch them out. I haven't even opened this up and looked at any of the markers themselves. So let's start with number one and see what the tips on them look like. And I just knocked the camera. Okay, so here's the fine tip. And the other side should be just a chisel tip. Yeah. So I thought for today's color and chat, I would swatch all of these out on camera. This is the 120 set, and I believe there are 200, so it's going to skip some numbers. Not all of the numbers are going to be in this set, but that's alright. I got it on sale also, so it was $48 instead of the regular $60, I believe. I'm going to zoom the camera in so we can see this a little bit better. There we go. Alright, so we're going to start out with number one, and it's going to move on to two, and then three. And number one is wine red. It doesn't actually say that anywhere on the marker at all. It just says that on this little swatch chart here. This is a nice dark red color. I'm probably not going to fill in the whole box, just enough that I get an idea of what the color looks like, and so do you. Number two is Old Red, which I know there is a color named Old Red in the Cali Art marker set. And it's one of my favorite colors in the Cali Art markers, so. On to number three. Give me just a second to find it. Here it is. Rose red. And now this little swatch chart that they gave me is on cardstock, I believe. It's rather thick paper. Hang on just a second. Okay, let me find number four. Four is Vivid Red. And then I gotta find five, which is Cherry Red. Let me see. Here it is. This set looks like it has a good amount of different colors just by looking at the box itself, but we'll see what it looks like once we've got everything on the little chart here. I can say that this box is a lot sturdier than the Cali Art marker box, which my Cali Art marker bag is like, it's crumpled basically. Let me bring it into screen. It doesn't stand up on its own. It kind of sags and falls down. But this, for the Ohuhu markers, is definitely a lot sturdier. There's something in it to keep it standing up straight, so I do like that more, because my Cali Art markers sometimes fall out of the bag just because it does sag, it doesn't stand up. Okay, so now we're on to number 6, Vivid Pink. Let's see, here we go. The only thing I will say is right now it doesn't look like there's a lot of skin tones, but we'll see what happens when we swatch it out, because sometimes the lid doesn't really match the color, and you can see here that the lid is a little bit darker than the actual pink, but that's pretty typical. The Cali Art markers don't match, and even the few Copic markers I have don't really match the lid that well, so I think it just must be hard to make markers that match the lid color. Number 7 is Pastel Rose. And now we're going to look for 8, which is Rose Pink. Here it is. I'm sorry if you can hear a noise in the background, but someone is mowing outside. So if you can hear something in the background, it is a lawnmower. And then we go to 9, which is Dark Pink. So far, we've had all the markers in order. Okay, so... Alright, so with 6 and 9, they are pretty easy to tell apart. This one, if you hold it so that the name of the marker is facing you, when you put it upward, you can tell which one is 6 and which one's 9. I just wanted to make sure that I got that correct. So this is 9, Dark Blush. Okay. And 10 is going to be Deep Red. Eleven is Carmine. It sure has a lot of reds in this set. That's okay with me though, I like reds. 12 is Coral Red. Here it is. I normally don't swatch out any of my markers. I didn't never swatch out my Cali Art markers. But since this came with a swatch chart, I thought I would go ahead and swatch them all out. So now we're on to 13, which is Scarlet. My dog has the hiccups in the background, so you might also be hearing that. 14, let's see, here it is. That's Vermilion. I normally don't download and print off or make my own swatch charts. First of all, I don't have a printer, so I'd have to go somewhere, like a library with a printer, so that's Vermilion. So that's why I don't, print them off, because I know there's people that make them. And I also don't make them by hand just because I'm lazy and I don't feel like making them. So it's nice that this came with 2 little cards to swatch stuff with. Here we go. Next is 15, and it's, hang on, let me see if I can read this. Geranium. Okay. Wasn't sure what that word was. Definitely no shortage of reds and pinks. Looks like we're still in the reds as we go on. And we're still going in order. We haven't missed a number yet. We're on 16. Let me see where 16 is. I don't immediately see 16. So let's go to 17. And if I find 16, I will come back to it. But you know what? I also don't see 17. So I might be missing 2 colors? Hold on a second. Yeah, I don't see either of those. Nope, here's 17. Okay. I did find 17. I still don't see 16 though, so I might be missing that. So I'm going to remember that. And if we end up not finding 16, I will send them an email and say that I'm missing number 16. This is why I like that they sent me a swatch chart. I wouldn't know that I'm missing 16 because I wouldn't know, you know, which ones are supposed to come in the set. Okay, so now we're on to 21, which is terracotta, and I see that right here. Oh wait, hold on, I just found 16. Okay, 16 is coral pink. I did find it. Here we go. That's definitely more of an orangish color to me, but alright. Okay, now we're on to 21, which is terracotta. I would say that this could be used as a skin tone. Alright, so maybe we're in kind of the skin tones now. Now we're starting to skip numbers, because we skipped 18, 19, 20, so now we're on to 22. Which is French vanilla. I'm trying to look at these kind of by the cap. Since it's called French vanilla, I assume that it's going to be like a light colored cap. But, I don't immediately see that one either, so let's go to 23, which is orange. Now, here we go. Okay, 22 is French vanilla, but it is orange. So let's see what this looks like. Oh, it's French vermilion, not French vanilla, that's why. Can't even read today. No wonder I couldn't find it. Alright, so 23 is just orange. And that looks good too. So, and then we go to 24, which is marigold. This set looks like, just glancing at it, that it has a lot of yellows in it. And that's good because I usually have trouble with yellow markers. I just don't have that many of them. The Cali Art marker set I think has 3 different yellow markers in it. And then like the big marking markers, there's 1 yellow marker in it. And Sharpie kind of has just the exact same yellow color, so it's kind of hard to find yellows for color by numbers, you know, especially when they call for like yellow and then dark yellow and then a medium yellow. It's a little bit hard to find yellows for that. So now we're going to 25, which is salmon pink. This could be a skin tone too, I think. I would use it as a skin tone at least. 26 is pastel peach. I see 27 already, but I don't know. Here's 26. Alright. Yeah, this is definitely a skin tone. I don't know if that's going to really even show up very well on the camera. It's so light. 27 is powder pink. '28 is fruit pink. So let's see if we can find it. Here it is. Yeah, okay, these are like a range of light skin tones now. 29 is barely beige. Okay, so you get so far there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 markers that I would use for skin tones. So far you get what I would say 6 skin tones in this set. And I'm sure there's more as we go on. So next we're looking for 31, which is dark yellow. I see 32. I don't see 31 yet. We may come back to it. Yeah, we're gonna come back to 31. Oh, I found it. It just takes me a minute. There's so many colors in here. I haven't had a set of markers this large before. Okay, that's an interesting color. 32 here is deep yellow. $33 is melon yellow, so that's also an interesting color name. Here it is. Okay, this has a slight difference in 32 and 33, I can see it. 34 is just yellow. $35 is lemon yellow. They really do give you a lot of yellows in this set, so that's nice if you're missing a lot of yellow markers. I would buy this set. Definitely has a lot of them. 36 is cream. So this could probably be a skin tone too. Let's see what it looks like. Yeah, you could use that as a skin tone. So what, that makes 7 skin tones then? 37 is pastel yellow. Let me see, here it is. $41 is olive yellow, so we are still in the yellow section. Alright, 42 takes us to the greens, it looks like, with bronze green. Let me see, 42, here we go. So yeah, we got a nice range of yellow markers, but not too many orange markers, just 2 oranges, because I would consider the marigold theme more of a yellow color for myself. So not too many oranges, but instead we've got a lot of yellows. So that's bronze green. Next is 43, which is deep olive green. Some nice dark colors. 44 is sunflower. I don't know if that is going to be a bright green color or what. Let me look around here for a second. Okay, it is yellow, actually. It's a little bit odd that we jumped from green back to yellow, but alright. Then 45 is also a yellow color. It's Canaria yellow? Alright, that's a bright, bright yellow color. That's like a highlighter color. So far, none of these markers have been dry or anything. 46 is vivid green, so we're back to green again. Alright, 47 is grass green. Make sure this is all visible. There we go. Here's 47. $48 is yellow green. Almost the color of my tabletop. 49 is barium yellow, so I'm going to assume that that is more green than yellow, but let's see. Let's see if I can even find it first. Sometimes that is the hard part. I don't immediately see it, so we're gonna go to 50, which is forest green. The colors aren't grouped together either. Here's 50. In this box, so I guess if you wanted to, you could take them all out and sort them so that they are grouped together. You know, so the greens are with the greens and the reds are with the reds and such. They're kind of just all jumbled up right now. Okay, so now we're going to 51. I'll come back if I find 49. I haven't seen it yet. 51 is dark green. These have a very nice point on them, like that. It is actually a very fine point. So you could get into smaller spaces. 52 is deep green. Let's see. Here it is. I'm going to move this box over here out of my way. I know you guys can't see it on camera, but it's sort of in my way. Okay, so this is a really, really dark green color. It's almost black. 53 is turquoise green, and I just saw that. Here it is. It's also a dark color. 54 is Viridian. Okay. $55 is Emerald Green. So how have you guys been? This week was a pretty normal week for me. Got all my work done early. Hung out with the animals. Got this in and had to wait to open it to film, which was really, really hard to do. I wanted to open it right away and use the markers, but I wanted to wait to first swatch them out and see what all the colors looked like with you guys. We're on 56 now, which is mint green. Ooh, I like this one a lot. It's a pretty color. I wanted to be surprised by the colors along with you guys. I didn't want to, you know, do it first and know what all the colors would look like. Where is 57? We are looking for 57, which, here it is. 57 is turquoise green light. That's also a really pretty color. All of the animals are doing good and everything. Just sort of a quiet week for me. Nothing really happened. We are looking for 58. I see 59. But I don't see 58 immediately. You know what? Maybe I should count these markers to make sure that I'm not missing any. Let me... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47. Okay, so far I'm at 61, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 80, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 91, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 100, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It doesn't seem like I'm missing any. It seems like they're all here. I just cannot find 49. It's hidden in here somewhere because it looks like I have all of them. I've found 56, which is... No, I'm looking for 58. Well, here it is. Mint green light. A lot of greens in this set too, which is nice because there's always a lot of grass in all the pictures that I color, and I feel like I never have enough different greens. Here is 59, which is pale green. '61 is peacock green. And then it looks like we're going to move on to the blues. Yeah, that's more of a blue color already. Okay, so 62 is marine blue. Let's see, 62. I see 61 again, because I just put it up. It would be so much easier if they would arrange this in the factory by color, but here is 62. But I guess that is a little bit hard to do because you probably couldn't have a robot do that, and I bet it would have to be a person, and I bet a robot just puts all the markers into the bag, which is why they tell you if you're missing one, you can email them. Here's 63. 63 is cerulean blue. It's a nice bright light blue color, so that's a nice color there. 64 is Indian blue. I still do not see 49. I'm still looking for it as I go through these colors. Aha! I found it. It was upside down, so I thought it was 64. There we go. There's 49, barium yellow. I knew I wasn't missing one. Alright, back to 64 then, which is Indian blue. That's a nice color as well for 65. I decided to do this for the color and chat this week because I just don't really have anything to talk about this week. My week was kind of boring. Nothing really happened. 65 is ice blue, so I thought that we would just chat about these awesome markers instead. And you guys can see what they look like. 66 is baby blue. It's a nice color. 67 is pastel blue. And don't worry, they gave me a second card for the rest of the colors. The second card is a little bit bent. It got a little bent in shipping, but that's okay. Here is 67, pastel blue. It's also a nice color. And then turquoise blue is 68. So this looks like it gives us a lot of blues as well. I'm really impressed with the range of yellow markers that it gave us. And just looking at it, I would say it's got a lot of grays in it as well. Alright, so here's our first swatch card completed. That is all of the first 60 colors that it gives us, because remember, we are skipping some numbers. Since this is not the 200 set, we don't have all the colors. We're going to move on to the second card now, and as I said, it's a little bit bent, but that's okay. 69 is Prussian blue, and I just saw that one. Here it is. That is a nice purpley blue color. Make sure I move the card up so we can see everything. 70 is royal blue, and it's right here. So far, all of the markers have worked. I haven't had a dry one. When I got in my set of Cali Art markers, it took probably about 6 months for me to realize that I had a duplicate of the old red color. And at that point, I wasn't sure if I could still email them, since it had been so long since I purchased the pack, or not. So I'm not actually sure what color I'm missing out of my Cali Art markers, because it didn't come with a little chart like this to show me what colors I'm supposed to have. But I am missing something out of my Cali Art marker set. 71 is cobalt blue, that's what that one is. 72 looks like it says Napoleon blue. Let me see. So I do like that they gave us this little chart. I don't remember getting a little plastic pamphlet like this in the Cali Art markers, because I don't see one immediately. If I did, I would have kept it with them. if they make one, they might have forgotten to put it in my bag of markers, but I don't remember getting one. Okay, let's see what, 72, 72. I don't see it right away, so we'll move on to the next color, and then I'm sure I will find it. 73. Yeah, as I thought, right as I looked for 73, I found 72. So 72 is Napoleon Blue. 73 is Blue Violet. So it sounds like we are moving into the purples. Yeah, that's a pretty color. 74 is Brilliant Blue. That marker has a little bit of damage here on the cap. I don't know if you can see that, like it's just a little bit cut open, but it's not affecting the marker any. There's not any ink leaking out of it or anything, so I'm just gonna keep that as it is. I don't think I'll email them about that. 74 is Brilliant Blue. '75 is Dark Violet Light. Let's see if we can find that. That's 57, not 75. I see 76, but not 75 yet. Here it is. Alright. Dark Violet Light. For that to be called Dark Violet Light, it sure is a light color, isn't it? Okay. 76 is Sky Blue. I'm going to order a big thing of books, but it'll probably be at the beginning of next month because I am waiting for Deborah Muller to finish putting out her Halloween books. I'm going to make a big order with all of her Halloween books in one. So that was 77, Pale Blue Violet. We're going to look for 81 now, which is Deep Violet. So I think that I'm going to use the rest of the money I have left over from buying this set of markers that I got to buy those books. Okay, let's see, 81, 81. I see 82, and I see 83, and 84. Don't yet see 81. Let's see. Here it is. 81 is Deep Violet. There we go. 82 is Light Violet. '83 is Lavender. I don't normally use the chisel tip on these markers. If I'm coloring a very, very, very large space and the marker is going dry, then I might use the chisel tip. But I normally just use this fine point. I feel like I have more control with the fine point than I do with the chisel tip. So now we're looking for 84, which is Pastel Violet. 83 looked a little dark for lavender to me. I would say that this would be more of a lavender color, but that's just me. 85 is Vivid Purple. And I see 86. There it is. So, Vivid Purple. That is about the color that my hair was when I dyed it purple. Unfortunately, it has mostly faded by now. It was supposed to last for a month, but Saturday I was outside a lot. And this is Vivid Reddish Purple, and you're not really supposed to be outside too much with dyed hair because the UV from the sun will strip the dye out of your hair, and that is exactly what happened. So it didn't last as long as it was supposed to. It lasted about 10 days. 87 is Azalea Purple. These are looking more pink to me. 88 is Cerise, or Cerise. I'm not actually sure how to pronounce that word. Let's see, 88. 88, there we go. I'll probably re-dye my hair again. I think I have half a bottle of purple hair dye left. So now we're on to 89. It's pale purple. So I'll probably go ahead and just re-dye it, because I was hoping it would last a little bit closer to Halloween. 91 is Natural Oak. Is that what that says? Yeah. Okay, so we're moving on to brown colors now. So now we're getting into some more skin tones again. And I'll count them all again at the end, and we'll determine what we think could be skin tones out of the set. Okay. 92 is Chocolate. I'm trying to hold this down a little bit because it's bent. 93 is Burnt Orange. '94 is Brick Brown, it appears. Okay, here it is. You could use all these browns for skin tones, so. 95 is Burnt Sienna. Okay. 96 is Mahogany. Let's see. 96. Here it is. So far, I think you could use all of these except maybe 95 for skin tone. It's a little bit too gray, I think. 97 is next. Let me see. 97. What am I looking for? Rose Beige? Here it is. Okay, this is definitely going to be another skin tone for sure. Well, yeah, I think you could use it as a skin tone. 98 is Chestnut Brown. That is almost black. Wow. Here, let me look at that for just a second. Yeah, wow, that is pretty much just black. Let me get it in the camera. There we go. I can hardly tell a difference in it and black. So 99 is Bronze. And 100 is Walnut. Let me see if I can find 100. I just saw it. There's 101. Where is 100? There it is. Walnut. 101 is Yellow Ochre. $102 is Raw Umber. And I just saw that one as well. Of course, I say that though, and it disappears. Yeah, here it is. Alright, I'm gonna hold the page down because this is so bent. That could be a skin tone too, I think. 103 is Potato Brown. There was a color named Potato Brown in the Cali Art marker set as well. I know that. because it was probably the first marker I ran out of in the Cali Art marker set. I used it so much. 104 is brown gray, so that's going to be an interesting color, I bet. I have found it. Yeah, that's kind of an interesting color. It almost looks like a blonde. That would be good for like blonde hair. And then we have 120, which is black. Nothing special there, just your standard black marker. And then we are on to fluorescent colors. So we have F01, fluorescent yellow. Wow, that is definitely like highlighter bright yellow. F02 is fluorescent orange, I think. No, fluorescent red. Wow, this is going to be a bright color too, I can tell already. Yeah, wow, that is super, super bright. F04 is fluorescent orange. Don't know if I'll ever use these fluorescent colors, really, when coloring. They are so bright, it's like making my eyes cross when I look at them. And then we have F23, which is fluorescent pink. So that leads me to assume there's 23 fluorescent colors if you buy a bigger set. That's crazy. Fluorescent pink's not that bad. The other ones are a little bit bright. So now we move on to grays, and they're labeled a little bit differently. They're not numbers, they've got letters. So WG 0.5 is warm gray 0.5. Let's make sure I grab the right color because I do see a warm gray 5 here, but that's a different color. Here we go. Warm gray 0.5. That is very, very light. I'm not sure if it'll show up on camera, but that could be a skin tone. Warm gray 1 is the next one, so it's WG1. WG2. I need WG1. Here it is. There we go. That one probably shows up on camera a little better. And then we've got warm gray 2. Then warm gray 4, which is down here. So you're getting a lot of grays in this set because it looks like all the rest of these are gray colors. Warm gray 5, which I am surprised how much I do use gray colors in my coloring. I kind of do need quite a few. I figured that, you know, you wouldn't really use that many grays, but I certainly do. So this is warm gray 6. This is the type of color that I like to use to substitute as black in grayscale, because you can't color just straight black over grayscale. It's going to eat up all the lines and you won't see any of the grayscale through. But this color right here is dark enough that it kind of looks like black when you put it on grayscale, but light enough that it doesn't eat up the lines and the grayscale actually shows through. If you are wondering how I make like black boots and stuff in grayscale, that is how. Next is warm gray 8. Let me see if I can find it. Here it is. I think this one would be a little too dark for grayscale to show up on, so I would go with warm gray 6. Next we are on the green grays. So green gray 1, which is in here somewhere. I shouldn't be missing any colors because I counted them out unless I counted wrong, which would be normal of me. I'm terrible with math. I don't see green gray 1. Okay, let's move on. We'll come back if we see it. Let's move on to Green Gray 3, which I do see. Here it is. Okay. Green Gray 5. Oh, I found Green Gray 1. Hold on. Let me do Green Gray 5 really quick. I've said green gray so much that it's starting to not sound like a word anymore. Okay. Here's Green Gray 1. That is, again, so light that it may not show up on the camera very well. Okay. Green Gray 7. Gotta make sure I look at these carefully because there's also cool grays, and that's just CG. You could also use that as a substitute for black on grayscale. Blue Gray 1, so BG1. BG1, I don't see it. I see BG7 and BG9. BG5. Okay, here it is. BG1. Blue Gray 1. That is also so light that I'm not sure the camera will really pick that up. Let's look at BG3. Blue Gray 3. That's a nice color right there. BG5, Blue Green 5. Blue Gray, my bad, not Blue Green. Here we go. That's sort of a denim color. And then we have Blue Gray 5. Certainly a lot of grays, but you know, some of these definitely, this line at least, definitely is more blue, so you could count that as being blue if you wanted. BG9. Alright. That's also really, really, really dark, but I can tell a difference in it in the black. There is a blue tint there. So now we are on Cool Gray. This is Cool Gray. I'm not certain what this symbol means on here. Let me see. That little symbol there, Cool Gray something. 0.4. I don't know if it's supposed to be Roman numerals for 2 or not, but it's not on the actual marker lid, if it would focus. So I'm not sure what that means, so we're just going to call it Cool Gray 0.5. And that is basically just white. Cool Gray 2 is next, and these all have that symbol, and I don't know what that means. Cool Gray 1, here we go. That's also super light and basically just white. And then we've got Cool Gray 2, which I just saw. Here it is. I think this one will probably be visible. Well, maybe slightly visible on camera. Cool Gray 3. Let me see, here it is. There we go, you should be able to see that one. Cool Gray 5. They definitely didn't leave out any of the grays, did they? Cool Gray 6. And then our very last color is Cool Gray 7. So that's something to think about if you are interested in buying this set. Do you use a lot of grays? If not, then you might be interested in a different set, because this sure has a lot of gray markers. Alright, I'm going to hold this up to the camera for a second. So you can see all of those colors there. Lots of browns and grays on this one. here is the whole range of colors that come in the 120 set. Let me zoom it out a little bit so you can see everything. There we go. This is all 120 of them, and I didn't have any dry markers or any missing markers. You also get a colorless blender marker per usual with sets of markers like this. And yeah, they gave me this little plastic sheet. It says it prevents bleed through, but it is a little bit small to go in a normal book. It's kind of the size of both of those, so you couldn't put it like in a Jade Summer book unless you moved it around a lot for where you were coloring. But I think this is a nice set of markers. I like the fine point because it is very, very fine. And then of course, you know, it's got the chisel tip. And you can tell which is which just by looking at them. The fine point has this ring around it. The chisel tip doesn't, but also it says on the front of the marker which one's chisel, which one's fine. I'm going to enjoy this set of markers, I think. I've been waiting to buy this set for a really long time. And then, you know, they put out the 200 set, and I wasn't sure if I wanted that one. But I went with the 120 just because it was on sale, and that's what I had the money for. And 120 is a lot of colors, and I still have, you know, my Spectrum Noir markers. I still have my Cali Art markers. I still have Sharpies, so I didn't really need 200, even though it is more colors. I felt like I could make do with the 120 set. So I'm excited to use these, and I'm sure I will have a page to show you with my colored pages at the end of the month, because I'm going to break into these immediately after filming this. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video.